They say the greatest tragedy is not failure, but waiting too long to begin. Many dream of perfect timing, yet time never waits, it only watches. This is the story of Arachne, the weaver who waited, until it was far too late. In a land of marble temples and whispering olive trees, there lived a young woman named Arachne. Her hands could weave patterns so delicate that even the wind held its breath. People from distant villages came only to glimpse her golden threads glimmer in the sun. Yet pride grew quietly in her heart, like a vine curling around beauty itself. And soon, she believed she could rival even the goddess Athena, patron of wisdom and craft. Arachne stood before her loom and declared that no divine hand could outshine her own. The villagers gasped, warning her not to challenge the gods. But Arachne only smiled, certain that time was on her side. "I'll begin my masterpiece tomorrow," she whispered to herself each day. And tomorrow kept coming, but never arriving. Morning light spilled across her workshop, and still, the loom stood untouched. Dust gathered upon the silken spools, soft as fallen snow. She wandered the village, seeking inspiration instead of discipline. "The perfect idea will come soon," she said, watching the clouds drift. Seasons changed, spring to autumn, yet her masterpiece remained a dream. The villagers stopped visiting, the admiration faded like old dye. Only the whisper of the wind remembered her promise. Nights grew longer, her candles burning low beside an empty loom. She watched spiders spin flawless webs and thought, they have time enough. But she never noticed, time was weaving her downfall. One evening, a hooded woman appeared at Arachne's door. Her eyes gleamed like starlight upon bronze, calm, ancient, and knowing. "Are you the weaver who challenges heaven?" the woman asked softly. Arachne lifted her chin, pride gleaming like gold in her gaze. "Yes," she said, "but I'll begin my greatest work when I am ready." The stranger smiled faintly, her voice carrying the weight of eternity. "Then your readiness will decide your fate." The candles flickered, the air grew heavy, divine. In that moment, the hooded woman revealed her true form, Athena, goddess of wisdom. Thunder rolled outside, echoing like the ticking of divine time. Athena stood tall beside the mortal loom, her hands glowing with light. "Show me, Arachne," she said, "what your waiting has created." Arachne turned pale, her threads were tangled, her cloth half-made. Shame poured through her like cold water from Olympus. She tried to weave, her fingers trembling with panic. Threads broke, colors dulled, her heartbeat raced faster than the shuttle. Athena's tapestry bloomed beside her, perfect scenes of gods and heroes in motion. Arachne's, by contrast, was chaos, a net of hesitation and regret. The room filled with golden light as Athena's work came to life. Arachne fell to her knees, whispering, "It's too late." Athena's eyes were filled not with anger, but with pity. "You were given talent," she said, "and wasted it in waiting." Arachne wept, her tears soaking into the broken threads. The goddess reached down and touched her trembling shoulder. "You shall weave forever," Athena whispered, "but never again as human." The loom shuddered, and a silver mist surrounded Arachne's body. Her fingers thinned, twisting into legs of a small, fragile creature. Her body shrank, light as a whisper, dark as remorse. From her fingertips, endless threads began to flow, delicate, eternal. The transformation was complete, Arachne, the first spider, weaver of sorrow. The workshop fell silent, save for the soft pull of silk in the dark. Moonlight slipped through the window, illuminating her new web. It shimmered, fragile yet perfect, like the dream she never finished. Athena watched for a moment, her expression both stern and tender. "Let this be your lesson," she murmured, "and theirs." Then the goddess vanished, leaving only a faint echo of wisdom. The villagers found the empty room the next morning. No Arachne, no tapestry, only intricate webs glinting in the dawn. They whispered, she became one with her craft. And no one ever dared to wait too long again. Across the land, spiders spun silver webs between olive branches. Each one gleamed like a reminder woven by fate itself. Travelers would stop and stare, saying, "The threads of time never rest." The wind carried that truth across valleys and seas. Even in palaces, noble women whispered Arachne's name before they worked. "Begin today," they'd say, "for tomorrow is a jealous god." The legend spread farther than her unfinished tapestry ever could. Some said, on quiet nights, her shadow still weaves under moonlight. Others claimed her spirit watches from every web, silent but wise. And when the dew glistens at dawn, it looks like her tears, finally at peace. The lesson endured through centuries of storytellers and looms. No longer about pride, but about the danger of delay. She waited too long, they would whisper, and time unmade her. The moon still rises each night, watching over the patient and the dreamers. But it shines brightest on those who act before the light fades. Somewhere, deep in the silence of a forgotten workshop, a single web trembles. Dust sparkles in the air, like threads of gold waiting to be spun. A faint breeze moves through the window, carrying a quiet truth. The loom stands empty, but the lesson still hums through its strings. When you wait for the perfect moment, it passes, and takes you with it.